Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Truck Guy Joe. This morning I'm traveling from Erie, Pennsylvania to South Charleston, West Virginia. So I'm doing a dealer trade. So basically I sold a new truck to a local business, a local customer, repeat customer, and there was a very particular truck that he wanted. And so as normal, I do my best to get the customers exactly what they're looking for. I don't ask them to settle and buy a truck that they really don't like. Trucks are short right now. Inventory is very tight. If you just look nationwide, take a look at your local dealer. Most dealers don't have many vehicles. It's just the supply shortage. It's just the way things are right now. So doing a dealer trade for a Silverado, it's a difficult thing to do. We don't have many trucks in stock, so therefore, if I need one from another guy, I better have something that he wants in return. And also this guy, where I'm going, I'm almost 400 miles away. So one of the stipulations was the truck they wanted back, they didn't want the miles on it. So once again, throw it on a trailer, do the dealer trade, pick up my customer's truck, bring it back. But I figure while I'm at it, I'm using a new 2020 Silverado with the 6.6 gas. So I figured might as well do a fuel economy loop and see what kind of mileage the truck gets going back to Erie. Just a quick overview of the truck. 2020 Silverado, 6.6 gas, 6-speed automatic, Z71 off-road, has the 20-inch wheels, 373 rear axle. It does have the factory puck system, so the factory installed fifth wheel gooseneck package. So I've got the ball installed, the chain tie downs, it's got the factory 7-way plug. Got the Maritz trailer hooked up, got some new decals put on, the logo, Chevy logo there. Got some lettering done on the toolboxes, that's all taken care of. The deck is sealed, good to go. It was raining out earlier, so it was nice to know that I got some sure footing when this is wet. Got to thank Jim at Line-X of Erie. Jim Franz. I had some Line-X applied to all the front pieces here just for stone, stone protection, stone chips, wear and tear. He also did the front side of the toolbox here. Did the big toolbox, same thing on this side. He trimmed everything out real nice, did a great job. This is the truck that the dealer wanted from us. This is a custom 1500 crew cab with a max trailering package. That's why it's got the bigger mirrors. Also has the assist steps, it's got a tonneau cover. But I went around, checked everything. Hubs are nice and cool. Lassos are nice and tight. And boy, I gotta tell you, I've already had a couple situations where the clearance was nice to have the adjustable dovetail. No scraping going in and out of places. All right, so it just quit, and we'll go ahead and top it off, just like they do on Fast Lane Truck. Gotta give it that top off. All right, so there it is. She's all topped off, so I can reset the trip and everything, and let's head back to Erie here once I make the switch. So at this point, I've got about another hour to go before I get to the dealership. As you can see, the truck has exactly 3,200 miles, full tank of fuel. So we'll go ahead and make the switch and head back, and I'll catch up with you guys at the fuel stop when it's time to top off. I won't make it back to Erie on a tank, but we'll get pretty close. For the most part, the speed limit on the interstate has been 65 or 70. Right now, the portion that I'm on is 70 miles an hour. I do have the cruise set. I typically just use cruise control. Part of the trailering app with this truck is I have a profile set up for the trailer. So it reminds me to use the tow haul. It reminds me to do the trailer light test, which is kind of neat. You can step outside the truck and it'll run through all the stop lights, turn signals. You can also set the trailer brake gain for each trailer. That'll vary by load, so I actually don't set that up. I rather just adjust it as needed. But I thought I'd just give you guys a shot of the dash here while I'm rolling. We're 2,200 RPM, pulling a small grade and might downshift. I did not weigh, there we go, a little downshift. I didn't weigh the truck and the trailer, but I'm gonna tell you, if I had to guess, my gross combined weight, so let's just put it that way. Gross combined weight right now is probably in the ballpark of, I'd say 20,000 pounds between the truck, the trailer, the truck I'm towing, and all the gear that I'm carrying. So about 20,000 pounds gross combination is what we're hauling total. Okay, so there you have it. Took off the satin steel half-ton, put on the black LT. These trucks are basically identical as far as the platform. They weigh about the same, so it shouldn't really affect the fuel mileage either way as far as the difference in the weight. So basically, truck for truck, same thing, just a little bit different trim level, different color. Believe it or not, it's an LT with leather, hard to find. Hard to find it with convenience package 2 with satellite radio, Customer didn't want an LTZ, didn't want a high country, so it's nice to get an LT package with the leather. He likes the chrome, didn't want the RST with the painted bumpers. I mean, as you know, the painted bumpers chip. He likes the chrome, like the 20-inch wheels, so luckily the guys here at, this is Joe Holland Chevrolet, South Charleston, West Virginia, they're nice enough to do the swap with me, so if you guys are around this area, be sure to check them out. I'd be glad to work with you. All right, so we're gonna do a top off. So that's where we stopped. All right, so there you have it, 34.556. Okay, so if you remember, it had 3,200 miles when we filled up, and now we're at 3458, so we did 258.3 miles. The computer says we averaged 7.8. Let's do it longhand and see what we came out with. There's the calculation if you do it longhand. So obviously the truck is a little generous. That typically is the case. Truck gives you a little more mileage than what you're getting from what it's calculating. So there you have it, 7.47 miles per gallon. That's pulling a 27-foot gooseneck with a half-ton Chevy Silverado on it. Let's take a quick look at the capabilities of the truck. So every 2019 and newer Silverado pickup truck, half-ton all the way up to 1 ton, has this sticker, trailering information sticker, and it's VIN specific. So for this exact truck, the way it was built, we know what the max payload is, 3306. You know, they tell you what your curb weight is, 7344, and they also give you all the towing. So conventional 14.5, gooseneck 16,620, gross combinations 24,000. And like I mentioned, I'm realistically probably 19,500 pounds, 20,000 on the heavy end gross combination. So I am really not concerned that I was overweight. And even the rear axle weight rating on the truck, you know, they give it to you here at 6,600 pounds, but they also share it with you up here as well. That's important. That comes in with payload. Payload's 3306, but you got to remember, once you lower the trailer on, that's pushing down as well, so that takes away. But chances are, based on the weight of the trailer, where the truck's positioned, if we put this on the scales, I'm not exceeding the gross rear axle weight rating either. All right, if you're still with me, I appreciate it. I'm going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to give you some closing thoughts, and one of them is this. You know, I'm coming out of a diesel. I have about probably 80,000 miles of towing with the L5P and with an LML. So this is the first time I've actually towed something long distance extensively with a gas 3/4. I've been spoiled. The L5P is just, it's a powerhouse. Awesome torque, low end grunt. So I have to say, from coming out of an L5P and going into this truck does do the job. You know, it's actually pretty impressive. I was surprised. It did better than I expected. Could it use a 10-speed and some 410s? Yes, it could. So GM, if you're listening, give this thing some 410 rear ends and a 10-speed. But 6-speed with the 373s, it got the job done. I could accelerate on grades. I can merge onto the highway. You know, for daily towing, it gets the job done. You don't necessarily need that $9,000 premium to go to a diesel. You know, there are some headaches that come with a diesel. Cost of maintenance, the emission components. You can buy a lot of gas for that $9,000 premium. So I just want to say this truck did do well. I was very happy with it. Trailer did great. I'm very happy with the trailer. It's performing exactly the way I wanted it to, the way I expect it out to be. Ventilation system's turning on, so you're gonna have trouble hearing me. So I'll just wrap this up. Thanks for watching, and hey, we'll see you on the next video. Take care.